Hello guys, today we're playing the Dark Elixir challenge with this deck, and I'll explain my thought process of this deck as we play. So let's just jump right into a round. So since Dark Elixir will spawn randomly and will increase both the damage dealt and the damage received by each cards, skeletons are actually pretty good since they're gonna get one shot anyways. Things like bats are also quite good since if you put them at the bridge, they can actually get to the tower and do some damage if ignored. I feel like buildings are also quite nice. I personally like furnace because it's cheap and it also doesn't really get countered by anything except earthquake. It also helps with the spawn rate, so more fire spirit can be produced if within the Dark Elixir range. So right now he's playing Witch, and I think Witch is also a pretty good card, but I personally won't use it since it's quite easy to counter. I'm going to use my cannon card to tank, and since he will still arrive at the bridge, they need to counter it with something else. I'm going to use my furnace, and hopefully, okay, I'm going to use my skeleton king to kite it over there, but it looks like I didn't need it. I'm going to arrows the minion hawks and activate the ability, but it looks like I'm a little bit too slow. I'm gonna push the other side since I don't really want to put my Dark Goblin first. I'll do it once the Skeleton reach the bridge. I'm gonna use my Skeleton King here to hopefully the witch targets it, and then my Skeleton army to target the Pekka. I'm gonna use my ability to store a bit, and using the bats to deal with some DPS on the witch. I'm gonna continue pushing the left side since I have confidence that I can deal with the right side pretty quickly using a furnace. I'm gonna use my Skeleton King to tank and bats to deal with everything at the back. And that's GG. The fire spirit clutched up and got a hit on the tower. Let's just continue. I really like this deck is because since everything is so low elixir, you can play quite what do I say, aggressively, but you can still defend quite easily. And since I feel like in this kind of mode, things that can be one-shotted like bats and skeleton army are just too good. I'm gonna use my skeleton barrel to force him to put something down, and I'm gonna try to counter the left side with my skeleton army. He still gets a hit, but I'm gonna use my bats to make sure that the little prince dies. And you can see the effect there where the bats actually got a couple of hits due to the Dark Elixir. I'm actually gonna wait to see what he's gonna do. If he does nothing, I'm just gonna cannon cut at the back. I'm actually gonna put my skeleton barrel on the right to see if I can force out anything out. Yeah, there's some good damage on the right. And I can just defend with a Dark Goblin and a Skeleton King to pull everything to the middle. I have to put my bets here, otherwise he's gonna do too much damage. Now everything's reset, and let's just wait to see what he's gonna do. I have to catch this with a Skeleton Barrel since an Evolution Ice Spirit deals quite a bit of damage on my tower. I'm gonna Furnace up high and Dark Goblin down low. I feel like he kind of overcommitted, so I'm gonna start banking up Elixir at the back. He has the Little Prince there. He's gonna put his Giant Skeleton. Okay, I'm gonna push with my Skeleton Barrel. And I'll just arrows everything to do a bit of damage. He's gonna try to push with a Hog Rider. Okay, never mind, he's gonna put 2 Giant Skeleton. I'm gonna put my Skeleton Army on the side so that it doesn't get locked. And I'm gonna try to arrow this, since the Skeleton can still get to the tower. That's nice, that's some cheap damage, and we got the damage lead again. Furnace down so that he can't just rush with a Hog Rider. And I'm going to put my cannon card so that he can't just put down his Hog Rider and expect to do damage on my tower. I'm going to use my cannon card to tank. And Skeleton Army after the bomb dies. Same thing, I'm gonna put a Furnace here. And I'm gonna arrows this. Oh, that's actually a pretty good Ice Spirit. But thankfully my Fire Spirit is still connected. Oh, that's a pretty bad Guardian in his part. I'm just gonna spam with everything I have. I'm gonna arrows this, since I feel like I need any cheap damage I can get. I'm gonna put my Dark Goblin in front to snipe the cannon. I'm gonna arrows this. He's gonna try to put a Hog Rider in front. That's actually a pretty good Guardian in his part. I'm gonna use my Skeleton King here, and I'm gonna try to do a final push. Come on, no damage. Well, he still got the win, but I feel like he defended very well, and I just couldn't get any hits on tower. But it's fine. We have 2 more chances to win this challenge. I feel like I could have done better if I just defended more well and started spell cycling even earlier. Same thing, I'm just gonna use my Skeleton Barrel there. And he actually didn't mess up with his placement of the Barbarian Barrel. He has a Magic Archer. I will try counter it with a cannon card, unless he decided to put anything in front. Right, this is unfortunate. I kinda mess up the timing on the cannon card. And looks like he also messed up with his timing. I want to put my Furnace to kite the Hog Rider to the middle. And due to the increased damage dealt, the Hog Rider didn't get any hits. I'm gonna put my Skeleton King here. And it's they still dealt a bit of damage to my tower. I'm gonna put my Scatter Army and my Scatter Barrel in front. Hopefully he has to put a spell or something to deal with it. Oh, if he doesn't, there's gonna be some damage on the tower. I'm gonna put my cannon card earlier, but I still mess up the timing. It's fine, since he just wasted 7 Elixir just to deal with my cannon card. I'm gonna use my best to counter his Hawk. It should just get 1 hit, and the best can get another hit back. 2 hits even. Furnace in the middle to be annoying, and we can start making a big push at the back. I'm gonna put my Dark Goblin on the left. And now we have a mini push here. This is way closer than I like. I'm gonna try to arrow this. And since he was in the Dark Elixir range, I was able to kill him with an arrow. I'm just gonna spam everything at the bridge, since I don't think he can effectively counter everything. And I'm just gonna activate everything here, and it should be GG. And that's the 11 win. Let's continue with our last round. Hopefully we can just end this challenge without losing again. I wanted to try to get a 12-0 win, but it looks like I messed up again. I just realized he's using the Cannoneer. Since in this challenge, I feel like things like Skeletons and Bats are better. I feel like using the Cannoneer isn't that good, but it do be countering my Furnace though. I just realized that. I kind of have no idea what my opponent is playing, so I'll just try to be safe at the moment and don't be over aggressive. Thankfully I didn't. I'm gonna put my Skeleton Army at the back and use my Skeleton King to make sure the Mega Knight doesn't splash on the Skeleton Army. I'll just push with all my skeletons, since he's preoccupied with everything else on the right side. But he did defend quite well, so he has both the Valk and the Mega Knight. I'm gonna take back what I said, since I feel like his Cannoneer is actually dealing with my deck quite well, since now I just can't put Furnace down, as he can just one-shot my Fire Spirits. So he has both the Mega Knight and the P.E.K.K.A. Okay, that's interesting. I'll use my Skeleton Army in front and the Skeleton King to deal with the P.E.K.K.A. I'm not gonna put anything else, since he still has his Mega Knight. His deck is quite defensive, so I have to find a way to break through it. I'm gonna put my Skeleton on the left, just so that he doesn't jump on my cannon card. I feel like we can do a push here, and I'm just gonna activate the ability. cannon card so that the musketeer doesn't. I wanted this to prevent the musketeer from getting a shot on my tower, but it looks like I was wrong. I'm going to use my Dark Goblin in the Dark Elixir to deal extra damage on the P.E.K.K.A. And I'm gonna bank up Elixir by putting my Scathing on the back. The Dark Goblin did get a couple of hits, and looks like this is gonna be one of those longer rounds. I'm gonna put my Furnace up top and a Skeleton King and a Skeleton Army so that the Mega Knight doesn't jump on my tower. I'm gonna push with bats and arrows the archers. I'm actually gonna protect with a Skeleton King so that I can do a push here. I'm not gonna activate my ability since he's gonna counter with a Valk. Cannon card at the side and Skeleton Army so that my cannon card could be in full health. I'm gonna use my Dark Goblin at the back to try to take down the Mega Knight before it crosses the bridge. And it looks like my Skeleton Barrel did some hits. And I just need to be careful so that we can end this with a couple of arrows or some death damage from the Skeleton Barrel. So since he has his Cannoneer, he can one-shot my Skeleton Barrel if the Skeleton Barrel is within the range of the Dark Elixir circle. But it looks like he has given up, and I can just end it with an arrow. So that's the 12th win. I feel like you guys can also use my deck for this challenge, or just any other deck with more Swarms, since I feel like it complements the Dark Elixir more well. And as always, thanks for watching.